Welcome back. So today I decided to film a video about me, and I decided to put these random facts together just so that you know a little bit more about me and I'm not just some random stranger on the other side of the screen. So it was a little hard to come up with a lot of these because I don't really think about these things on a daily basis, but yeah, hopefully with this video we can connect a little bit better, and I would like for you guys to tell me some stuff about yourself in the comments down below. That way we can kind of connect a little bit more. So with that being said, I'm gonna try to go through these as quickly as I can just so that I don't make this video an hour long. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first fact is I am very anxious. I am extremely anxious. I get very anxious about the what ifs in life. Like if I don't know what's gonna happen, those things tend to freak me out. I got married at 18. I was 18 years old when my husband and I decided to get married. He was also 18. I know I may be a little bit young for some people, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I am 25 years old. Some people think I look too young, some people look I look too old. So yeah, I'm 25 years old. I was 21 when I had my son. I was 20 when I became pregnant and 21 when he was born. This is something that I get asked a lot in the comments, and it's my ethnicity. I am Salvadorian. I was born in El Salvador. My whole family is from San Salvador. I was born in the capital. So yes, I am Hispanic and I am 100% Salvadorian. Okay, so this is random, but my grandma used to tell me that when my parents decided to have a baby, they went to the flea market and they said that I was the best looking one out of all the kids at the flea market, and so that's how I came home. So my three favorite shows are Friends, Desperate Housewives, and That 70s Show. They are not in any particular order because I can't choose which one is my favorite show, so it's just Desperate Housewives, Friends, and That 70s Show. And then another thing is I was very sheltered as a kid. I was born into a Christian home, so I was very sheltered. I wasn't allowed to play with boys. I wasn't allowed to go to sleepovers. I don't know if that's like a Hispanic thing or that was just my parents, but like if I wanted to hang out with my friends after school, they had to come to my house. Another thing is I played tennis in high school and I was also in the swim team. I learned how to surf when I was 16 years old and I haven't surfed since I was 18. So I miss the water. This is, okay, so this is something that I am kind of embarrassed to talk about because if you know me personally, like if you're my friend personally and you know me, you know how intense this can be. And I am terrified, and I mean terrified, petrified of snakes. Like I can't even see a picture of a snake. I get completely terrified. Like I freak out. I will be the person that will, you know, help you kill a cockroach or whatever. I will move a spider or whatever. I will do anything else, but don't show me a picture of a snake. I'm not terrified of spiders. I'm not scared of spiders. I'm not scared of bees. I'm not scared of any other insect, but I am terrified of snakes. Terrified. I've never had an experience with a snake, like no traumatic experiences, but I don't know, I just am. Okay, and junk food is my weakness. I'm talking about like hot Cheetos and chips, ice cream, chocolate. I'm not big on candy, but I love chocolate, I love ice cream, I love chips, especially hot Cheetos, lemon lays, and all that stuff. I'm a sucker for those, so that is why it's been really hard to lose the last bit of baby weight. I have no self-control. Okay, people tell me I look like Demi Lovato and Iggy Azalea. Is that how you say her name? Azalea or Azalea? I'm not sure. But I get Iggy a lot. I get Demi Lovato when I have dark hair, but now that I'm blonde, I get Iggy Azalea a lot. And I don't know why. I don't see it. I really don't. Okay, so I am the youngest of 3 kids. I have a brother and a sister. They are technically my half siblings, but I grew up with both of them around, so I don't really consider them my half siblings. To me, that's my brother. To me, that's my sister. We have the same dad, we just have different moms. My nickname in elementary school was Giraffe because I have this really long neck. When I'm thinner or more slim, you can see it a little bit better, but I remember my cousin's friends. I grew up with my cousin who's like a year and a half older than me. all his friends would always call me Giraffe. They never knew me, they never knew my first name. So it would be like, what's up, Giraffe? Like, how's it going, Giraffe? Or, hey, Giraffe, where's your cousin? So I don't even know if they ever really knew my name. So, and then I love to read autobiographies. I have a collection of them on my iBooks. So I've never really been into like the whole sci-fi thing or anything like that. I like fiction books, but I really like dramatic autobiographies. The Diary of Anne Frank is actually a book that I've read like 500 times just because I love anything that has to do with the Holocaust. One of my goals, it's in my bucket list to go to the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam, so hopefully I get to do that in the near future. Okay, so my best friend Camille actually used to be my supervisor at my old job. I used to work at a bank and I started off as a teller and she was my lead teller. So when I first started, she was on vacation. I think she was visiting her family in Northern California where she's from. And I was a new teller, and when she came, we got close and everything, but as soon as she moved away, for some reason, we just got really, 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 really close, and now she's my best friend. So we've been friends for almost like 5 years. My brother is about 15 or 16 years older than me, and my sister is about 12 years older than me. My parents are like 15 years apart, so that is why there's a huge age gap. But yeah, so I have three nephews and 3 nieces. I actually had to write all of these down because I cannot sit here and come up with all of these like out of nowhere, so I had to write them down. Okay, so I hate using the same fork if it has touched other food. I know it's gonna make me sound a little high maintenance. My husband hates this, but like if we'll go, if we go to IHOP or something like that, and I ate eggs with 1 fork, and I'm about to eat pancakes or something like that, I have to get a new fork. I don't know, I'm just weird about that. I don't know. I know it sounds high maintenance. I promise I'm not high maintenance, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just weird about that. Growing up, I was extremely obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley. I watched every single one of their movies. I used to read their books, their Two of a Kind series, and I used to just sing all of their songs, and Ashley was my favorite one. Until this day, I can still tell them apart. Even when they were little, it's very hard to tell them apart, I can tell them apart. Okay, I hate honey. I hate honey. I'm not picky when it comes to food, but I absolutely hate honey. Hate it. I hate the smell of it. I hate the texture of it. I hate the taste of it. I hate it. Nobody can ever really pronounce my name. My name is Alejandra, but for some reason people will say Alejandra, Alexandra, Alexandria, Alejandro. I get Alejandro a lot, and I don't understand why, because there's an A at the end, but people somehow pronounce it as Alejandro. And Alejandro is a boy's name, Alejandra is a girl's name. So Spanish is my first language. As I said earlier, I was born in El Salvador. I did go to a bilingual school when I lived in El Salvador, but my first language is Spanish. I am 100% fluent in Spanish, and obviously I can speak English. I've been wearing glasses since I was 6 years old. I remember I was in 1st grade, and my mom said that the Sunday school teachers and my teachers at school would always tell her that I would just put things like really close to my face because I had trouble reading. I have a very high prescription, and I have astigmatism, so I've been wearing glasses since I was 6 years old. So if you don't see me wearing glasses, I'm wearing contacts. I do hate wearing my glasses though. So some of you might find this hard to believe, but I actually wore braces in high school. I wore them for about 2 years. I got them in 9th grade, and I got them off junior year. And the reason why my teeth aren't 100% straight anymore is because they had to stop my treatment because my parents had just split up. So I kept going I was bouncing around at the time. I was living with my dad, I was living with my mom, I was living with my sister. So I was living in all these different places. So it was very hard for me to keep up with my orthodontist appointments. So they just said if I kept going on with the process, it was just gonna mess it up. So long story short, I took my braces off, and I didn't wear my retainer as I should have, and yeah. So my first time on a plane was actually when we moved to the United States. I was 7 years old. I was about to turn 8, and we went from San Salvador to Los Angeles, and it was on Continental Airlines when they still existed. So that was my first plane ride. And I had no idea that we were moving to the States. My parents always came to the States on vacation, and I thought that we were just coming here on vacation, so I was really excited. And then come to find out we were actually moving here. So I was pretty sad to leave all my friends and my family back home, but I mean, now this is home. So this is really weird, and my friends make fun of me for this, but when I was pregnant, I craved Pine Sol. Like, you know, Pine Sol, the thing that you use to mop, you know, the floors and stuff. Yeah, I craved that when I was pregnant. I used to, okay, it's not that I actually wanted to like drink it or anything like that. I just loved the smell of it. Whenever we would go to like Target or something with my husband, I would always make it a thing to stop by the cleaning section because I wanted to just smell the Pine Sol. Like, oh god. And then and I would just crave the mop. Like, I just wanted to like grab the mop and like suck on it. I never did. And then I'm the kind of person that has to have coffee every single day. Unfortunately, I have developed the bad habit of having coffee every single day. I have to have at least 1 cup of coffee a day. I know, it's bad. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys found it somehow entertaining. As I said earlier, I just wanted to make this video so I'm not this random person that is on the other side of the screen. I wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit better. If you have any questions, don't forget to just leave me a comment down below, and then hopefully later on in the future I can do another one of these so I can answer any questions that you guys may have. And then also I noticed a lot of you had asked for a commuting video. I am gonna get around to that, I promise. I just have to find the time to film it, as well as I want to prepare myself for that video. It'll be a very well done video. I want to get all my facts straight. I want to make sure that I give you guys all the information that you guys will need if you're thinking of becoming a flight attendant and commuting. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to click subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I have Instagram, Snapchat, and I also have a Twitter, but I don't really use it as much. I will try to be a little bit more active in it so I can kind of talk to you guys there if you guys have a Twitter. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.